Hello, this is Ana Sofia, and today we're going to look at how to get rid of senioritis. I've been through there because obviously I was in high school and it was a pain sometimes at the end of the senior year. You have to, you have a lot of projects, and at the same time you just want to graduate. You don't want to think about anything else but graduate. So you're lazy. At first, you are tempted to be lazy, not lazy. You are tempted to be lazy. But you know your grades will suffer. So what do? I'm going to give you some tips. And stick around till the end of the video to find out a trick to writing essays faster. Faster. I swear it's going to work. There's nothing like that on the internet. This advice is not on essays, is not on the internet yet. I'm the first one to introduce it because it's a tip, but it's at the end. So got senioritis. And this guy is just chilling there with his phone, and he's like, hell no, I don't want to do anything. And I've been there, and I've got cured by following these advice that I learned myself. Alright, this is a joke. They didn't tell him he's adopted. Obviously, the little doggy is like all chilling out, and then these birdies are next to him and sleeping, and it's like, he's not adopted. He's just us. He's our family, okay? So I thought I should start out with a joke. Alright, so how to get rid of senioritis. Have an agenda. I learned the hard way in middle school to not have an agenda. Because you know what I did? In middle school, in elementary school, they used to give you an agenda and they told you to write it down, what to write down. But in middle school, they didn't tell you, they just kind of just wrote it on the board and expected you to write your homework. Well, actually I said, I'm good. I can memorize things in my head. I can look at the board and say, hell yeah, I page 340 and do the questions 1 through 5. I can memorize that. I can do it. I went back home and I was like, whoa, what page did she say we had to do? And I totally forgot about it. I forgot about what page I wanted to do homework on. Or I had to do homework. And I had to do homework on. So I was like, oh my god, I don't know anything. Like I forgot. I don't know what my homework is. So that was a disaster in middle school. In the beginning of middle school. Towards the end of middle school, I was good. I started to use an agenda towards the end of middle school. It was the beginning of middle school where I wasn't so good. Alright, in high school, senior year, it will help you out, especially with heavy loads of homework. So please have an agenda and don't be scared of writing things on it. Write all of your homework assignments on it. Alright, a tip, be the CEO of your own life. I know nobody's going to tell you what to do, so be the CEO of your own life. And take it with a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard pill to swallow, but you are the CEO of your own life. You are the driver of your destiny. And this quote is the same thing too. Always remember, the bad news is time flies. The good news is that you are the pilot. So you are the one who decides, am I going to move forward with my dreams? And yes. Am I going to give up now? No, I've come too far. I have to keep going. Think about that. I've come too far. I have to keep going. Reward yourself. Once you've completed a big task and all your homework is finished, go watch a YouTube video. Now, what I did was bad because when I was writing essays for English class, I used to look at SparkNotes, and they had different like games. SparkNotes in my time when it was 2011. They had games and they had different interviews that they did with different people, and they had articles, mostly articles that you could read to get a break from studying. And I was like, hell yeah, the first time I used it, I was like, hell yeah, these articles are so interesting. I'm going to keep reading and reading and reading, and I never got to, I ended up staying up until 11 o'clock at night trying to finish my homework for English class, because all I did was read the articles that were on SparkNotes. So I learned my lesson, and the next time I said, no, I have to focus on what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to SparkNotes and I'm gonna read the material. first, and I ignored the articles that they had on SparkNotes in 2011. That was in 2011. So make sure to reward yourself after working your ass off. Make sure to reward yourself. All right? Watch a movie with popcorn. Take Sundays off. Hang out with friends. Do arts and crafts. Help around the house. Hike with family and friends. Sliding with a family and friends with snow. Work toward your dream in writing a award or and PowerPoint presentation on your plan on what you will do to achieve all of your dreams. When you're passionate about something, you enjoy doing this. So work towards your goals that you love. Like, for example, writing a book. So if you love doing it, it's not work. It's fun. So reward yourself. Focus on why you started. I was abused as a child, and I wanted an education. I wanted to get out of the trouble that I had at home, and I wanted an education. And this is why I started doing good in my studies. This is why I put in effort, and I did everything my best that I could. I stayed on top of my game. How to get rid of senioritis? Take breaks. My goodness, take breaks. Play on the internet. Example, Disney games online for free. But only do it for 5 to 10 minutes. For sleeping, 30 minutes to 1 hour. Set the alarm, but I would consider this the least, because sometimes you can go and sleep and holy cow, you wake up and it's the next day. I got that happen to me. That happened to me once in high school. I went, I'm going to sleep through this. I'm going to sleep 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And then I started sleeping, and all of a sudden I woke up. But I slept in such a deep sleep, and I woke up and I said, holy shit, what time is it? And it was 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, no, this is horrible. It was horrible. It was horrible. It was really horrible. It was awful. So write parts of a book or a movie script, take breaks. That's a taking break. Browse social media pages, example, Pinterest, take breaks. That's what I usually do. And remember, if you have a dream and goal, work on that dream. If you want to start a business or something, even if it's making your own bracelets or something like that, take breaks with that, because if you that's like a break to you, because you love doing it. So you don't have, it's not like work. If you're like making bracelets to start your business. Alright, do the hardest homework assignment first. Please do this, because I tried doing the easiest and I took the longest time doing the easiest homework, and then boom, I did the hard homework, and I was like, oh, I stayed up until 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 p.m. because it was consuming too much of my time. What you want is to get the homework assignment that's the hardest first, because once you get the homework assignment that is the hardest first, you obviously take the easiest homework and you just do it like this. You have to do it like this, and you ended up finishing at 9 o'clock instead of 1 o'clock. I learned this the hard way. Please do the hardest homework assignment first, and it will be easier to finish your homework, because that way you don't take your longest on your easy homework. You take your longest in your hard homework. Alright? Alright, one step at a time. Will Smith said, you don't set out to build a wall. You don't say, I'm going to build the biggest, baddest, greatest wall that's ever been built. You don't start there. You say, I'm going to lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. You do that every single day, and soon you will have a wall. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So start out one block at a time, because sometimes it can be stressful, and you just say, well, my dream is supposed to manifestarse, transform in just like this. And it's not like that. You have to start one brick at a time, one homework at a time, to get that A. One study session at a time to get that A. The same goes for businesses or your dreams. You don't start, oh, I'm going to start a business and bam. No, you have to have a plan. You have to have a plan. Alright, a joke. Never skip leg day. Why, Sophie? Because look at this. Anna Sophia. Why, Anna Sophia? Because of this. These little leggies are showing us that we skipped leg day. Oh, and it's almost Halloween, so happy Halloween. It's almost Halloween. Alright. Ask a teacher for help. Please don't be scared. Suck in that pride and always say thank you to those teachers that helped you. Suck in that pride and always say, hey, I'm struggling. Hey, can you help me, please? Just always say please and thank yous. Sometimes one can feel bombarded with homework that you just don't understand, so you're like, I'm gonna lay back down. But that's gonna only make it worse because it's gonna make your grades go down. So please don't do that. Ask a teacher for help. Stick like bubblegum to someone. Pégate como un chicle a personas que te pueden ayudar. Stick like bubblegum to people that can help you out. Make friends with the smartest kid in the class. Okay? And say, make friends with him or friends with someone in the class. Take their phone number down and say, if you're stuck with that, if your teacher is not a very nice teacher and she doesn't like to help you out, then stick like bubblegum to a student that is a good student, is kind, and will help you out with your homework when you need help. And always say thank you and please. Because people don't want to help people that are not grateful or are not nice to ask or don't ask nicely. Gratitude again. Whenever someone helps you out, say thank you. Alright, stay humble, work hard, and be kind. Once you've followed all of these advices that I'm about to continue to give, stay humble, please. Be and work your ass off and be kind. Alright? Be kind. What do I mean by that? I know I told you I applied for Harvard, and this girl came up to me and said, who are you planning to apply for? And I was like, I just don't know. I don't know. But I was like bothered, and she's like, whoa, I'm just asking. And I just said, I don't know. And I kind of said, I don't know, like that. And she was like, she was like, okay, well, and I got rejected from that. It was Harvard. But I didn't want to spoil my luck by saying where I'm going. So I responded like that because I didn't want them. I said, oh my gosh, shit, they're gonna find out what I'm applying to, and then they're gonna give me bad grades, my teachers, because they're gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna give you I don't know, I just thought like that. And I was just, no, just be kind and say, hey, just tell them the rest of the other ones and forget that one. Don't include that one. Just tell them, I applied to this college, St. Peterson, private college. I applied to a lot of private colleges. Just say that. But always be kind, okay? Because I wish I would have reacted that way instead of just saying, I don't know. Alright? And I'm sorry, Marissa. I was Marissa Hills. So, I'm sorry, Marissa Hills. Alright. Essays if you say essays give me senioritis, problem with essays solved. This is the part where I want you to pay attention, because this is the part where I tell you that is nowhere in the internet on how to stop getting senioritis on your essays, because this is how you're going to stop, okay? You're going to write them quicker. This is the tip here. Google what? One, topic. Google what topic you are searching with the word books at the end. For example, Google gives you the ability to see what is inside a book. So when you say, for example, if you want to research why abortion is bad, only, not good, only bad, you say abortion, why it's bad, books. Abortion, why it's bad, books. Or abortion, pros and cons, books. Let's say you want to research about child abuse. You say child abuse, books. If you want to be more specific, how child abuse affects the mental health of children, say child books, the effect on mental health on children, books. And watch how Google suggests you those books. You don't have to read the whole book to do your essay or half of the book. Just by Googling the topic and ending it that you want to prove is right, and ending it with the word book, Google automatically gives you the topic you need. And you can just write you can just write like, oh, get some paragraphs from that book and just say, and works cited, because it gives you the works cited, because it obviously gives you the topic, the title of the book and the author. So you just take a chunk of that and you put it in your essay and you quote it and you just talk about how that proves what you're writing, your idea, how proves your idea that abortion is bad or abortion is good. If abortion was good, you had to prove that. Then you say abortion good, books. And so on and so forth, vice versa. I don't agree with abortion, but it's just it's an example, okay? All right, then works cite it with the help of Amazon. Because at the end, Amazon kind of works cites it for you. Well, at least it did in 2011. I don't know if it still does it or not. Okay, so if essays give you senioritis, it will no longer feel like senioritis, because all you have to do is copy and paste a paragraph of that book and put it in your essay and just talk and blabber on about how this supports your idea. There, you finished your essay. Alright, participating gives me senioritis. I don't want to participate because you don't understand the content. Alright, so participating gives me senioritis. What do I do, Sophie? I just sometimes I don't know the answer. What do I do when I don't know the answer? Okay, prepare before class so that you know the answers and you're like, bop, bop, boom, bop, bop, boom, this is what I think, bop, bop, boom, this is what he said, bop, bop, boom, this is why I don't agree with that author, or this is why I agree with him. So I heard this really smart girl, Audrey, her name was Audrey, whispering with a friend and said, I don't understand these things, and I'm just not getting good grades on my homework assignments because I just don't know what to do. I don't understand what it's talking about. And then Audrey said, calm down. I use Spark Notes. She said that I use Spark Notes, and I was like, wow. Oh my God. Did she use Spark Notes? Okay, I'm going to go home and I'm going to Google Spark Notes. And I wrote it down on my agenda, Spark Notes. And Lord and behold, I went on Spark Notes. Holy shit. I was like, these Spark Notes are like really good. Really good. And it explains everything about Shakespeare, Hamlet, everything that you need to read, that your teacher will ask you on like, for example, similes and stuff like that. It will help you and it will tell you what your teacher will talk about in class. If you just read the chapter by chapter, depending on what chapter you are, read it off Spark Notes. Not from the book, from Spark Notes. And take notes not from the book, but from Spark Notes. And boom, there you have it. You can participate in class because those things that are on Spark Notes is what your teacher is gonna talk about. How do I know this? I got a 100 in English, and I can prove it was because of Spark Notes. And the second time I got a 95. Spark Notes, baby, Spark Notes. And I got promoted to, even if I got kicked out of the honors English, eventually I got promoted to college English. So it was because of Spark Notes, guys. Spark Notes. Use Spark Notes. helps you understand what you're reading. Use it for pieces like Shakespeare and Hamlet. Instead of wasting time rereading the book over and over again because you don't understand it, use Spark Notes. Do not waste your time reading the book. Use Spark Notes. Yes. All right, I guess we got that straight. We got that point clear. All right, gather at least one person and review each other's notes. Study for the class in the library or their house. By going over notes, you might have caught something that he or she didn't. How to effectively prepare for a hard test? Make friends. I can't emphasize this. Make friends and tell them their phone numbers. If you can't meet up at their house by a phone, say, hey, I have this, I'm going to go over my notes and just tell me if I'm missing something. And then that way we can help each other out, and you can you can help me out. You can help me out. All right. So I did that, but I actually got in college, I discovered this thing. How to effectively study for a test? Get a study buddy. Alright? I was like, what are study buddies? And it's just, all you have to do is just take notes in class and be the one who says, alright, I have these notes. Am I missing something? And this lady says, yes, you're missing this. And I'm like, oh, okay. And we studied basically like that. Like, that is how we study, by saying, are you missing something? Yes. What is it? Tell me. Okay, thank you. Like that. What are you missing that I don't have in my notes? Have and make a vision board. Have and make a vision board. By making a vision board, you're automatically predicting your future. It might take you a while to achieve, but for surely step by step it will arrive by taking action. If something doesn't get you to your goal, change the damn plan, but do not change your goal. Alright, I repeat, change your damn plan, but do not change your goal. Recognize that slow process is still progress. Alright, it's still progress. But make a vision board. Alright? The distance between your dreams and reality is action. You can't just say, oh, I want to finish my homework assignment and just stay there and eating popcorn and watching TV and not doing anything. You're not going to do... The same thing is with a vision board. You need action. You need to take action. Step by step, like a brick. Lay the brick as perfectly as possible. Your homework assignment. Do one homework assignment at a time and make it the best as possibly as you can, so you can get that A. Alright, stay away from negative friends. I cannot stress this because I personally, I had this wonderful friend who loved me a lot, but she was so negative. Every day she was talking about negative things, and I was like, oh no, this is making me my aura stinky, because it was making me depressed. And I still was nice from a distance, but I stopped frequenting her and talking to her because she was really negative. Really negative. And it says, stay away from negative people. Let them live in their own negative little world with negative opinions and negative bank accounts. Honestly, guys, I personally, if you want to achieve your dreams, you cannot be around negative people, because eventually you become negative like them, and you start looking at the negative things in life instead of looking at the positive things. So stay away from negative friends and be from a distance, be kind. Alright? Alright, Forever 21's founder. Search for role models. This guy, Forever 21, Du Won Chang, was 22 years old, washing dishes at a coffee shop in LA, making $3 an hour. Now he's a billionaire. Okay? Nothing is impossible when you you automatically get your senioritis goes out the door when you have a role model. You have a role model and you say, if he can do this in life, I can do this in life. And one of the worst things you can do is fall to dogma, where you say, oh, well, only pretty girls get good grades. No. No. It doesn't matter if you're pretty or you're ugly. You can get good grades. Alright? It doesn't matter if you're rich or you're poor. You can get good grades. Don't fall in that dogma. And I think role models help us in some way to condition our minds to tell ourselves that we can do something, that we can accomplish this. Most importantly, never let success go to your head, and never let failure get to your heart. No matter how cruel someone was to you or how cruel your teacher might be, say, I have other options. I can ask somebody else in the classroom. Don't do the mistake of me that I did. I had a teacher that helped me every day and with my homework, but she hated it. She hated me, and she always looked at me with a weird face. What could have I done differently? Well, differently, what I could have done is meet a friend in class, write her phone number down, and say, hey, can I do the homework with you in math? Because, hey, I'm really bad at math, and I need a hand in help. Can we do together? Can we hook up together and do the homework together every day? Can you help me with that? Because I'm going to cry because I don't understand this thing. I'm really bad at math. Can you just help me out? And we can meet. I can tell my mom we can meet each other up at your house. Like, just do that. Just do that. If your teacher is mean, don't let that get to your heart. Try that option that I'm telling you. Because it bittered my heart when she looked at me like I was some crazy girl that I didn't understand what she just told me. So just never let failure get to your heart. And I got a 90-something in that class, but it's sort of an example of looking for other options. Change the plan, but not your goal. My goal was to get a good grade on my grades. Get a good grade on my grades, and on my report card, get an ace. And I never let failure get to my heart. You change your plan, but not your goal. Never your goal. Never your goal, but your plan. All right, pray out loud. Jessica Simpson said, she came up with a song about pray out loud, and she just said pray out loud. That's what she says in her song. Jessica Simpson, Google it. It's a good song. And I declare everything that doesn't line up with God's visions for my life is subject to change. Sickness, trouble, lack, mediocrity are not permanent. They are only temporary. I will not be moved by what I see, but by what I know. I know I am a victor. I'm a victor and never a victim. I will become everything that God has created me to be. This is my declaration. This is from the book of Joel Osteen. Don't just accept whatever comes your way in life. You were born to win. You were born for greatness. You were created to be a champion in life. Joel Osteen. I suggest you Google him because he's amazing. In your life, I declare, pray out loud to Father God. And I assure you, 100% things get better. Because with faith and action, you can do anything. You can move mountains. All right, let go of last to get rid of senioritis. What we believe we are, all right, is who we become. What we believe is who we become. And this is where this goes. Oh, the ice cream truck is here. I can hear it. All right, what we believe is who we become. What we believe is who we become. Let go of negative labels. Oh my God. Get rid of I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I don't know this. It's not possible because I'm poor. I'm poor and I don't have a tutor. No, honey. If you don't have a tutor, get a friend to help you or tell a teacher to help you. I'm not smart. No, because I was horrible in English and in math. And I tried my best, and I did my tips, all of the tips that I'm mentioning, and I was able to get an A. So if I can do it, you can do it. Do not tell yourself you're not smart because that is not true. Get rid of I can't. I can't. Get rid of that word. I don't know. I don't know. All right? I don't know. Okay, use that to tell the teacher, but don't let that go deep within your heart. It is too hard. Do not tell that to the teacher. Just tell her, I don't know, but don't let it get to your heart, and that teacher will help you out, or that friend. If that teacher is mean, get a study buddy, a friend. Get a friend. Do not ask for help for the teacher if that teacher is mean. Tell it to a friend. So let go of all negative labels. Successful people don't go to school or get good grades. That's another dogma that I believed in when I was in middle school, at the beginning of middle school. And I read Tony Robbins, and he says, get rid of negative labels, people. And Anthony Robbins was like, hell yeah. I was like, if this guy is good. This guy is really good. And he's telling us that we have dogmas in our lives, negative labels that we believe, and that's who we become. So I was like, wow, it's true. So beautiful people don't get good grades. My myth that I believed in the beginning of middle school. And then I started seeing Audrey and succeed in high school. And I was like, hell yeah, if she can do it, I can do it. And I want to be beautiful. So I was like, I'm gonna do good in school. So please let go of those negative labels and you'll get rid of senioritis. Because when you believe you can do something, senioritis is out the window, girls and boys. Senioritis is out the window. Alright, I said what I had to say, and thank you very much for being here. Goodbye.